even like see me because it's dark outside, but we can work with this. Maybe. Okay. You guys can't even see my little reindeer antlers, but I'm wearing antlers. Where's my phone? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kennedy. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited and so thankful that you decided to click on this video. It might be a little too bright because the sun keeps going in and out. It looks like it's gonna storm, but then like, just kidding, it doesn't storm. It's probably gonna rain later, but I wanna show you my little antlers, and I have some earrings, and then I have a brooch. This is my grandma's brooch, and it just says joy on it, so I thought I'd put everything on for this video. The day I'm filming this is November 29th, but technically it's already Christmas in my house, hence the tree. There's a little believe sign right there, see? And then I have some stuff here in the back, reindeer, which those are supposed to go in my fireplace. Anyway, whatever. And I already have my actual Christmas tree up, but I'm gonna have a video going up very soon, probably by the end of this week, Lord willing, not sure. Probably, I would hope so. Going to be decorating, getting ready for Christmas with me, so getting our house in the holiday spirit. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. I didn't even talk about what this video is gonna be about. In today's video, I'm actually going to do a Q&A. I went on Instagram and asked you guys to send me questions that you'd like for me to answer. So a lot of them are spiritual related, Bible reading, modesty, all those kind of questions. I already looked at some of the questions. I thought I would answer them for you guys. Funny story, I actually already filmed this and I lost the footage. So we're doing it again. It's fine, let's do this. So I'm really excited and get right into this video. For a second, I thought my camera went off and I was like, I just charged the battery. What's going on? Okay, so question number one is, what book of the Bible are you currently reading or studying? So I'm studying the book of Isaiah. I've been studying Isaiah for a few months now. Honestly, I've been reading the Bible all the way through, but just randomly I decided that I wanted to do a study on the book of Isaiah just because I really wanted to study like in depth of what the book was about, all the things that Isaiah prophesies. It's just a really, really good study, and I plan to do a little devotion or something in the future just based on what I've read and studied so far. It's just taking me so long to get through it that like, I don't know, it's just taking a really long time, but I'm halfway done, and I cannot wait to share with you guys the notes and the things that I've studied and learned. I don't know if I want to make it a series on YouTube or if I want to make it an IGTV series or a blog post series. Let me know in the comments, just because I've been thinking about that and praying about that. Not really sure how I want to share it with you guys, but when that time comes, I will hopefully have an idea. So let me know what you guys think. Next question is, best section of the Bible to start reading for people who have not read it yet. So this is really funny. People normally say like just start from the beginning and read all the way through, but I personally found it so interesting when I started from Matthew, went to Jude, started in Genesis, and now I'm in Isaiah. I skipped Revelation because I wanted to save it for last because I really love that book and I think it's really profound. I did that on accident, like I just felt like the Lord was just leading me to read in Matthew first. And what I noticed is how it helped me so much, because when I went back to Genesis and started reading all of the Old Testament, there were a lot of metaphorically related things that happened that Jesus references in the New Testament, and it was so much easier for me to point out those things after I already read the New Testament. You know what I mean? I just feel like it depends on the person. It depends on what the Lord wants you to do. I would just pray, because I actually remember I prayed. I was like, Lord, where should I start? And I just remember I was just like, let's start in Matthew. I just felt like it was something I needed to do. Obviously, everybody's experience is different with reading the Bible, and the Bible is not something where you have to read it in order all the time to understand what's going on. It's whatever the Lord is leading you to do. But that's probably my answer on that. I would just pray and seek the Lord about it, because it really, reading the word, every part of the Bible is powerful and profound, and it really does not matter. But I just love the New Testament because everyone's familiar with the stories of Jesus more than the Old Testament, and it's a good start for when you're not sure about what you want to read first. But yeah, that answers that question. I hope that answers the question. Next question, a time when you went through something difficult that required a lot of faith. So I feel like every single day our faith is being tested, meaning that there are things that happen that challenge our faith. I did a blog post on this that has, as while you're watching this, it might actually already be up, and I'll probably link it when it's uploaded. But I did a little bit of a blog post about faith and love and how they go together when you're following Christ. Because we love him so much, he gives us these tests of challenging our faith and strengthening our faith, because we cannot love the Lord and not have our faith being tested. That's part of following God, building up our faith as that muscle. But I think one of the events in my life, one of the experiences I had where my faith was being challenged was a couple years ago around Christmas time, literally probably like December 20th or 21st, or 2018. My mom went to the doctor because she wasn't feeling well, and they said that she had flu type B, which, if you guys remember, I don't know, I think it was going around literally really bad, and around that time everybody was getting the flu. It was really bad during that time. My mom was not okay, and I remember that they told us that we needed to quarantine her, and my dad went and slept in the guest room, and I obviously was still in my room, but I could not go over there. Neither of us could. And if we did go over there to bring her food or anything, we had to wear a mask and gloves and just sanitize. I remember my mom being so sick that it was just starting to affect her breathing. Breathing was very labored. It was just really bad. And I remember that my dad and I were both really afraid. It was that elephant in the room. We weren't gonna say, what if she doesn't make it? We weren't gonna say that because we didn't want to put that out there, but it was definitely in everybody's mind. And I remember on Christmas Eve, I just was like in my room and I started crying, and I was like, Lord, please just make her okay. Even if she's not completely healed, that she can come out of her room on Christmas and sit in front of the tree with us, just so we can have a good Christmas. Prayed that prayer and I went to sleep. I woke up the next day and she obviously wasn't 100% better, but she came out of her room and she was just like, Merry Christmas, let's open presents. And I remember just my heart sank. I was like, wow, Lord, that was so amazing. And just those are the stories that you hear in movies, but I know that experience, that feeling when you're not sure what's going to happen, and you're just like, I want to have faith, I want to trust in God, but I feel in this moment that something, I just don't feel like I'm close with him in these moments. In those moments where we feel so far from God, where we feel like we don't know what to do, that's when he's right in front of us. And I don't know, it's just one of those things where he really shows up and shows you that he has never left and he will never leave. That's probably the experience for me where I would say that my faith was definitely challenged. It wasn't questioned, but I did have thoughts of doubt, which we all do. But I think those are those moments where he comes and shows you, I never left. I will always see you through in every situation. I've made a way for your escape. So you need not to worry. Everything's going to be okay. Next question, your testimony. So I actually made a video about my testimony about 2 years ago. It was 2 videos. It was a part 1 and a part 2. Part 1 was pretty much talking about just how I came to Christ. I actually was always a Christian. I was born into a Christian family, a preacher's kid. Always grown up around just people talking about the Lord and just reading the Bible, talking about the stories of Jesus. But around the age of 15 or 16, that was when I think going into high school and all those challenges come, where there's all of these different spirits and things that come and try and attack you, and I really started to feel that I was coming to know the Lord more as, you know, him and my relationship with him was growing, and it wasn't just I believe in God, I go to church, because that's not it. You have to have a personal relationship with Christ, and all you have to do is say, Lord, come into my heart. I want to have a personal relationship with you. I want to follow you, and I want to hold your hand. I want our bond to grow and to be built, and that's all you have to ask, and he'll come and do that. That was probably when I first really knew who Christ was as my personal savior, as my rock. Part 2 of that testimony is talking about different things, insecurities, different things that go on. As a teenager, things happen. And there's so many different challenges the enemy brings your way, but it's a really long testimony. I mean, it's about 20 minutes for each video, I want to say, but I will link both of those videos in the description box for you to check out, because it's a lot longer, a lot more detailed. But yeah, that's it. Next question, your favorite Bible verse or passage of scripture? My favorite part of the Bible is the New Testament, obviously, because I love it so much. In the Old Testament, I like Psalms and like Isaiah and Proverbs, all those. But I love the Gospels. I love all of the letters to like the Romans, the Ephesians, the Philippians. But I will say that there have been 3 verses that have stuck out for me and my family this whole year. My dad's favorite verse right now is Jeremiah 29:11, and I'm gonna actually quote directly from it because I know what it says, but I don't have like the direct quotes. And I don't want to like mess it up. I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end, meaning that you don't have to worry about what you can't see right now because God has already paved that way for you. So nothing that you do is going to change the plan that the Lord has for you. Don't spend time worrying about things you can't control because the Lord has already paved that road. He's already written your story. He knows the plans for your life because he made those plans for your life. Next verse is going to be James 1:2, which I think it's James 1:2, I don't remember. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. All this Christian life is about is temptations. Literally, we're tempted 24 hours a day to do wrong, to fall in the ways of unrighteousness, to veer off the path that the Lord has us on. And that verse is just saying, look, you're going to be tempted. It's going to happen. We're not going to deny that it's going to happen because that's what this life is about. But count it all joy because this is a part of the life. We glorify the Lord in our temptations. We glorify him in our triumphs because that's when we see our growth and that's when we see his power, explode and overwhelm us because we glorified him in those moments where we feel like we're not necessarily all right. But that's where he shows his glory. It is. Last verse, which this is one of my favorite verses right now, and it's Romans 8:28. Oh my goodness, I love this verse so much. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. That verse I love so much because what it's really saying is as long as we're in a relationship with Christ, he's gonna allow everything to happen for our good. Not necessarily in our favor, meaning like he's not gonna grant our wishes all the time because he's not a genie. He does what's best for us. Like a father does to his children, a parent to their child. They will do what's best. You may not like it because we're kids. We don't know what's best for us. But the Lord will always allow things to happen that are for the better of the children. In those moments where we think that things are not right, they've already been written and it's already gonna be okay. That's what I keep telling myself. All we need to do as Christians is walk this road and follow Jesus and love him and tell other people about him so that people can experience the amazing life that it is to live for Christ. That's all that this life is about. And I think just as Christians, we always like to make it so difficult, and it's not that hard. It really isn't. The things that we think matter, they don't matter. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I have any more questions. Oh, last question, sorry. Last question, where's your favorite place to shop for modest clothing? So actually, I don't have like a favorite store that I shop at for modest clothing. I don't have a specific store. Pretty much any store that I go to, I just look for like how the outfit looks, how the clothes look, how am I going to wear this to not show too much skin, you know what I mean? Anywhere that I go, I'm always like, is this going to reveal too much? Is this, because anywhere you can go, you can find places where you'll find modest clothing. So, but I might do a video on that very soon, just because I've never talked about it, and modesty can go both ways for a guy and a girl. But that's pretty much the answer to that question. I don't have a specific store or anything like that. I pretty much just, everywhere I go, I look at the item that I'm trying to buy and say, how is this going to be worn? How does this reflect modesty as a Christian girl or a Christian guy? How would I wear this? Hey mom. That's pretty much it. Those are all of the questions. Thank you all for the questions that you submitted. I will probably try and have this video up sometime this week because like I said, I filmed it and somehow it got deleted. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, comment, like, subscribe, and share, and turn on post notifications so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Follow my social media. I will have that link down in the description box, as well as the link to my blog, which I just published a few months ago, so I've been trying to post on that pretty frequently as well. You can just go out there and read some of my blog posts and stuff like that. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Jesus loves you so much more than you'll ever know. Adios y bendiciones. Bye.